I was left on the doorstep of a notorious syndicate. With one cry of daddy, I suddenly gained 108 fathers. The group of hardened men froze on the spot, exchanging bewildered looks. Maybe we should keep her? From that day on, I had 108 dads, but our home was a true outlaw sanctuary. Every single one of them was at the very top of the most wanted list. To avoid bringing heat on them, I spent over a decade keeping my head down and staying out of trouble. That lasted until high school, when I became the target of campus bullying. The school bully, Madison, and her followers cornered me in the restroom. They drenched me with cold water, tore at my clothes, and held up their phones to record. "What are you looking at, you scholarship brat? You think you're in my league?" During the struggle, we ended up in a scuffle and both tumbled off the third-floor landing. When I came to, I was in the infirmary. Miss Carter was already hovering over me, shouting, "Just because she hit you, you decided to cause her harm? How vicious can you be? Call your parents this instant. I want to see exactly how they raised you." I froze, my voice trembling. "Miss Carter, are you sure you want me to call my parents?" Before the words were out, a sharp sting erupted across my face. Madison's father, Mr. Coleman, was glaring at me with pure venom. "You little brat. Get your parents here to apologize right now." The blow knocked me to the ground, my cheek burning. Ms. Carter completely ignored it, busy catering to Mr. Coleman's every whim. "Don't you worry, the school will handle this strictly. We won't let this slide." She turned back to me, her voice harsh. "Lila, look at the state you've left Madison in. Call your parents immediately and tell them to bring the checkbook." I lowered my head, my nails digging deep into my palms as I tasted iron in my mouth. It wasn't like that. Madison cornered me first. She drenched me, ripped my clothes. Before I could finish, Madison started sobbing weakly from her bed. "Daddy, she's lying. I was just walking by and Lila just snapped and pushed me. She's just jealous of our family's money." "That's not true." I tried to protest, but Ms. Carter wouldn't hear a word of it. She grabbed me roughly, dragged me out of the infirmary, and shoved my phone into my hands. "Quiet, the facts are clear. You intentionally caused her harm. Now make the call." In the hallway, every eye was on me, some curious, some mocking. I gripped the cold phone, staring at my long list of contacts, but I didn't dare press a name. I had 108 dads. Dad number 1 was a crime lord. Dad number 3 dealt in illegal hardware. Dad number 15 was a high-stakes shark. Dad number 78 ran underground casinos. They were always handing me black cards, constantly reminding me, "Lila, don't go looking for trouble, but if anything happens, you call us. Anyone who touches you will regret it." But they were the most wanted fugitives in the city. I was shaking. I didn't want to drag them into danger. I didn't want them to get caught because of me. I looked up, making one last plea. "Ms. Carter, my parents are out of town. They can't make it. I'll write a confession, an apology. I'll take whatever punishment you want. Just please don't make me call them." Ms. Carter let out a cold sneer. "Out of town? No wonder you're so poorly raised. Can't make it? Do you have any idea how much Madison's medical bills and emotional damages cost? Can you afford that? Call them." I was about to say I could pay it myself when Mr. Coleman walked out and handed Ms. Carter a bank card. "Here is $50,000 for the school. My demand is simple. Get her parents here to pay up and own up to their mistake. Otherwise, I'm calling the police. I'll make sure she has a criminal record and she'll never see the inside of a college campus." At the sight of the card, Ms. Carter's tone became even more severe. "Lila, this is your last chance. Either call them now or end up with a record and forget about college." The word record hit me like a physical blow. I couldn't have a record. I had to go to college so I could take care of my dads one day. Tears welled up in my eyes. With a shaking finger, I finally lit up my screen. "Miss Carter, don't call the police. I'll do it. I'll call my parents." My hands were trembling as I tapped the contact at the very top. Dad number 1. He was the head of the syndicate, yet he was the gentlest man I knew. I just hoped he could pose as a normal person and talk his way through this. The phone was picked up almost instantly. Dad number 1's warm, cheerful